Hi, I'm Elizabeth, along with Story at the Radford Public Library, and we're here to tell you about what's new in books. And what's new in books this week is this wonderful nonfiction title. It is A Walk Around the Block, and the subtitle is a little long, so I'll read that to you. The subtitle is Stoplight Secrets, Mischievous Squirrels, Manhole Mysteries, and Other Stuff You See Every Day and Know Nothing About. And this is truly what the book is about. It's about an exploration of all of these things that surround us, our infrastructure, it surrounds us every day, and we may or may not think about it, how it works, what it does, why it's there. This author, Spike Carlsen, has written 5 other books, and he also has contributed to magazines like Mother Earth News and Men's Health and Fine Home Building. And he's infinitely curious, and I love this about him because I think he really takes his reader on an adventure, an everyday adventure, and makes everything around us that we see, like phone lines and telephone poles and concrete sidewalks, just so incredibly interesting. It's really artistic and very creative the way that he manages to bring all these things around us to light. And he has divided up his book into 5 overall sections. And to me, every section was extremely interesting. So the first section is incoming. It's about those things that come into our homes, like electricity, phone lines, mail. The second section is outgoing, which are those things that we tend to put out of our homes, recycling, trash, sewer. And then surfaces covers a variety of things around us like we would see in town, like bike lanes, asphalt streets, alleys, concrete sidewalks, parking. The fourth section is nature, and that was one of my favorites because he talks about pigeons and parks and squirrels and lawns and trees and snow. And the fifth and last section is signs, lines, and lights, and that's more about our roadways, our traffic, road lines and signs, stoplights, street names and numbers. I just loved every bit of this. Probably my favorite part is under graffiti because the way he does his research is to actually interact with people, to get out into those areas and talk to those people who are experts in that particular field. So for the graffiti section, he flies to Paris and interviews a graffiti artist and actually gets to paint his own name with that graffiti artist in Paris. So part of the thrill to me in reading this is also just imagining the adventure that the author went on in conducting his research and writing this book, and how much he savors all these facts that he learns. Like, for instance, when you're on the highway next time, pay attention to the lines on the road. Those dashes are 10 feet long and 40 feet apart from each other. I never knew that. If you're curious about how long a light is yellow, you just have to look at the speed limit in that particular area and divide that speed limit by 10. So there's an interesting formula. In a 55 mile per hour area, the light will stay yellow on a red light for about 5.5 seconds. And so things that maybe didn't even sound remotely interesting could be interesting to you, or could make you think a little bit more about the world around us. And especially during this time of COVID, I think people are perhaps getting outside, outdoors more often and walking around their neighborhoods. And so this would be a fun book to have with you while you explore, why is this manhole here and why is it this shape? How is concrete made? How is concrete different from cement? Just so many thoughts and questions and ideas, and I love that all of them are answered quite simply here for you. Also, he interviewed a squirrel linguist in conducting his research. I didn't even know a squirrel linguist existed. He spent 3 days with a pigeon racer to learn more about pigeons. So he really just outdoes himself, this author. I highly recommend this book. It is part of what's new at the Radford Public Library, so take a walk around your block, explore this book, A Walk Around Your Block, and we look forward to seeing you again soon at the Radford Public Library. Thanks so much.